Have you ever woken up and felt like your legs just won't cooperate? That heavy, sluggish feeling isn't just getting older. After 60, your blood vessels lose up to 75% of their natural lubricant, forcing your heart to pump harder, like an engine running without oil. But here's the surprise. One simple morning food can switch that system back on and bring your energy rushing back. In just a moment, I'll show you the overlooked leafy green that reactivates circulation within hours. Many seniors quietly accept morning fatigue as normal aging. The truth? It often begins with a hidden decline in nitric oxide, the tiny molecule that keeps arteries flexible. By your 70s, levels can drop by 3/4, leaving your heart straining even before your first step. But here's the hopeful part. Nature built a backup system. Certain foods, eaten in the morning, can restore that flow and lighten your day within hours. Today, I'll walk you through 5 proven options, each backed by real science, each simple enough to add before breakfast. 1. The nitric oxide crisis. After 60. Have you ever noticed that climbing stairs or even walking to the kitchen feels heavier than it used to? For many of my patients, mornings became a battle long before heart disease was ever diagnosed. Here's why. After age 60, your body's natural production of nitric oxide, a tiny gas molecule that keeps blood vessels open and flexible, drops dramatically. In fact, coronary circulation studies show seniors in their 70s and 80s produce 75% less nitric oxide compared to people in their 20s. That's not a small dip. That's a collapse of your circulation's main support system. Think of nitric oxide as the oil in an engine. When you were young, your arteries were well-oiled highways, carrying blood smoothly to every cell. But as the oil dries up, the roads grow stiff and narrow. Your heart has to push harder with every beat, like an old car running without lubrication. The result? Morning heaviness, fatigue, even tingling in the hands and feet. Frank, a 72-year-old retired teacher I worked with, once told me, "It feels like I'm pushing through mud every morning just to get moving." He thought it was simply aging, but the truth is his circulation was losing the very molecule it depended on. The good news is this: nature built a backup system. Your body can still create nitric oxide through what's called the nitrate-nitrite pathway, triggered by certain foods. And the first of these foods can be as simple as what you put in your blender tomorrow morning. But that's not even the surprising part. The next food doesn't just restore nitric oxide. It can lower blood pressure in just 7 days. 2. Spinach. The morning nitrate boost. So, what's the first food that can switch your circulation back on? It's not exotic. It's not expensive. It's spinach, the same leafy green you may have overlooked 100 times. Here's why it matters. When nitric oxide production drops with age, your body can still create it through the nitrate-nitrite pathway. Spinach is loaded with natural nitrates. As you chew and digest, these compounds convert into nitric oxide, reopening your vessels like jumper cables, restarting a tired battery. And the results can be seen fast. A 2015 clinical trial at St. Michael's Hospital in Toronto gave adults 845 milligrams of nitrate from spinach daily. After just 7 days, central systolic blood pressure dropped by 3.39 millimeters of mercury, and arterial stiffness fell nearly 7%. In plain language, their arteries became more flexible within a week. Rosa, 68, didn't believe me when I suggested a simple spinach smoothie in the morning. She said, "Doctor, I've eaten salads before. It never changed anything." But after swapping her morning toast for a spinach, lemon, and berry smoothie, she told me, "It feels like my walks got lighter, like my legs aren't dragging anymore." That's the effect of nitric oxide doing its job. Here's the protocol. Add 100 to 150 grams of fresh spinach to your breakfast. Blend it raw into a smoothie with lemon juice. Vitamin C boosts nitrate conversion. Or steam lightly for 2 to 3 minutes. Morning is best. Blood vessels are most responsive after overnight rest. Have you ever felt more tired after a so-called healthy breakfast? You're not alone. Tell me in the comments if that's happened to you. And the next one, almost no one talks about it, yet this fruit can polish stiff arteries and ease morning tingling in just weeks. 3. Pomegranate. Polyphenol power. If spinach flips the switch back on, pomegranate is what keeps the current flowing. This fruit isn't just colorful, it's loaded with polyphenols, compounds that protect blood vessels and boost the enzyme nitric oxide synthase, which your body relies on to keep arteries flexible. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry gave healthy adults pomegranate extract for 28 days. The results? Both systolic and diastolic blood pressure dropped, and arterial elasticity improved. In other words, their vessels weren't just less stiff, they actually behaved like younger arteries. Think of pomegranate like polish for your blood vessels. Where years of inflammation leave them dull and rough, its antioxidants smooth the surface, helping blood glide more easily. The effect isn't subtle. Many seniors describe warmer hands, lighter fingers, and steadier energy within weeks. Evelyn, 74, had dealt with tingling in her fingertips every morning. She thought it was just nerves, but after adding half a cup of fresh pomegranate seeds to her breakfast yogurt, she called me and said, "It's like someone opened the faucet. My fingers feel alive again." That's the quiet power of nitric oxide working where you need it most. Here's how to use it. Half a cup of fresh seeds or a small glass of unsweetened juice in the morning. Pair it with protein or yogurt to slow sugar absorption. And always choose natural over-bottled mixes, which lose much of their active compounds. Without this kind of daily support, inflammation slowly tightens vessels and robs you of circulation. But with it, your arteries stay supple, giving your heart the relief it deserves. And what comes next? Even more powerful. Imagine a food that mimics the effects of exercise without leaving your kitchen. 4. Dark cocoa for endurance. What if I told you there's a food that mimics the effects of exercise without stepping foot outside? That's the quiet gift of dark cocoa. Inside cocoa are powerful flavonoids, plant compounds that fight oxidative stress and activate your mitochondria, the tiny engines inside your cells. When oxidative stress is reduced, those engines run smoother, just like a freshly tuned motor. The effect is similar to what happens after weeks of regular walking or light training. The science is remarkable. A 2019 clinical trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 74 seniors ages 65 to 90. After 8 weeks of flavonoid-rich cocoa, participants walked 35 meters farther in the 6-minute walk test and gained 1.7 kilograms of grip strength. In human terms, they moved with more ease and felt steadier in daily tasks. Think of cocoa like training wheels for your blood vessels. It helps them function better even before your muscles catch up. George, 69, used to tire quickly during his evening chess games. After adding just 20 grams of dark chocolate to his morning oatmeal, he laughed and said, "My brain feels sharper, and I don't slump in the chair halfway through the game anymore." Here's the protocol. 20 to 30 grams of dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa, added to your morning oatmeal, tea, or enjoyed as a small square. Avoid milk chocolate. It dilutes the flavonoids and adds sugar. The real risk? Skipping this simple habit means oxidative stress continues to chip away at your energy, leaving muscles weaker than they need to be. But what most people miss is what comes next. A food that doesn't just fuel circulation, it feeds the gut, the brain, and the heart all at once. 5. Greek yogurt plus berries for gut-heart axis. We often think of circulation as a heart problem, but in truth, it begins in the gut. That's why one of the most powerful morning foods is surprisingly simple: Greek yogurt paired with berries. Here's the science. Your gut houses trillions of bacteria. After 60, diversity drops, and with it, the ability to process nutrients that fuel nitric oxide production. Greek yogurt brings live probiotics, like lactobacillus, that restore balance. Berries add prebiotic fiber and polyphenols that act like fertilizer, feeding those good bacteria and amplifying circulation benefits. A 2022 meta-analysis in Nature Scientific Reports found that berry-rich diets improved resting brain blood flow and memory performance in older adults. That means your yogurt bowl doesn't just calm digestion, it directly supports blood vessels in your brain and heart. Think of your gut as a garden. Without the right soil, nothing grows. Yogurt and berries are the seeds and compost that make the soil fertile again, allowing energy and clarity to bloom. Helen, 70, had grown used to needing a mid-morning nap, but when she swapped her sweet cereal for a cup of plain Greek yogurt topped with blueberries, she noticed something strange. By 11 a.m., I wasn't crashing anymore. I felt steady, like my energy had finally leveled out. Here's the protocol. 1 cup plain Greek yogurt with a handful of mixed berries in the morning. Keep it unsweetened. Let the natural sweetness of fruit do the work. Skip this, and the gut remains barren. Circulation, memory, and energy all wither with it. But nurture it daily, and the payoff multiplies. And this is where healing starts feeling like home, because aging isn't decline, it's rhythm rediscovered. Aging doesn't mean decline. It means choosing the right rhythm to begin each morning. Spinach to switch the system back on. Pomegranate to polish and protect. Cocoa to fuel endurance. And yogurt with berries to keep both the gut and the heart alive. Each one is a small act, but together they remind us, vitality isn't lost, it's nourished. So, pause for a second. Which of these feels like your morning companion? I'd love to hear, because your choice might inspire another senior watching right now. Share your morning ritual in the comments. If this gave you hope, tap the like button. It truly helps us reach more seniors. And if you want more senior smart health tips rooted in science, subscribe. We have new videos every week to help you stay strong, independent, and present for the moments that matter most. Remember, your healthcare provider knows your full story, so always check before making changes. But know this, your body still remembers how to heal. Sometimes it just needs the right food to believe again.